Hey there guys, a lot of people ask me, how do I play my monk so good? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you pretty much a little walkthrough on how to push your DPS in PvP and hold up a lot longer than you would normally. Okay, first we're going to start off with the talent tree. I use Tiger's Lust, Chi Wave, Ascension, Leg Sweep, Healing Elixirs, and Invoke Zoom. Tiger's Lust to get out of roots, Chi Wave to keep damage up and heal yourself, Ascension so you can get that energy regen and all that, Leg Sweep for CC. You can do Ring of Peace if you want, but that's like determined in the arena. And then Healing Elixirs for that little extra boost, and this for damage when you burst. Okay, now the rotation I use. I gotta start off with your heals first because, I want you guys, I'm gonna teach you this, but you gotta know how to keep yourself alive. Always use Chi Wave and Expel Harm. It's a must. And then, once you do that, you just kind of do your survivability with your orbs and then, fortifying brew or karma. And now, I'm going to show you how to actually do damage to people. Okay. What I do is I'll jab, open with the Rising Sun kick, and then blackout kick, and then Fist of Fury. And then repeat it. But whenever your Rising Sun kick is up, you need to use that. Also with Tiger Palm, you need to have that up so you cut through armor, especially with plate wearers, since they can be kind of annoying. And then, if you're trying to kill somebody, like healers and whatnot, you're going to want to use that Spear Hand Strike. Usually I try and wait until they're almost done with the cast and they're not interrupted, so they wasted their time pretty much and give me more time to kill them. And then usually when that's up, I'll hit them with paralysis if they get away. And then, once you get up to them, get them low again, do your stuff, then you want to leg sweep them. And then you're going to want to, blackout kick, do as much damage as you can before your stun goes away, and then Fist of Fury him so he can't get away. And immediately after you Fist of Fury, you're going to want to disable twice so it roots them. And then if you stay by them, you will get that they'll slowed, and it just keeps refreshing if you're in range of them in a certain amount of. Now, when you burst, I can show you. I'm gonna show you a macro. The macro I use is right here. Invoke Zoom the White Tiger, or slash cast Invoke and Zoom the White Tiger, slash cast Tiger's Eye Brew, and slash cast Blood Fury. I use Blood Fury because I'm an orc and that's my racial. Gives me more attack power. But when you burst, just click that, and then just throw nothing blackout kicks, pop energizing brew, rotate between blackout kicks and rising sun kicks. Don't forget about healing yourself. Really push your damage to the max with that. And just keep while Zoom's out, you want to keep Tiger's Eye Brew up all the time, so you can keep that constant and amplified damage from you and from him. Now, you just keep doing this. I know I'm doing it on a training dummy, but really in there, all you have to do is just disable them twice to root them, and then you just beat them until they run away from you. And, just keep throwing paralysis and your CCs out there, just slow them down. But once you've pretty much mastered that, you can just, you can practice on training dummy, you can actually take it out into arenas. Just learn your CCs, make sure you always have them slowed or rooted, You know, don't overdo it because then they get immune to stuns and that's a pain. But other than that, you just keep waylaying on them until they die. I mean, you can always tie in paralysis to your actual, you know, hitting rotation, so you can keep them, you know, panicking for their heals. You know, I mean, you can use that paralysis as a cast interrupt, anything, or you can use it as a CC or another target. But the leg sweep, if you can get close enough to both of your targets, so you're in twos and you're trying to CC somebody, just trying to run into them and leg sweep, get them both. And other than that, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I mean, you might not understand it, but you will if you just listen and, you know, do my little rotation. It will throw your DPS up completely. And the way I gym, by the way, my gear is, I'm all haste, because the more haste you got, the faster you can hit and the faster you can drop your energy orbs, and your regen is a lot faster as well. And you know, your crit comes naturally. I have 35% and I don't have one little piece of crit. So, and the mastery, really, just let your gear do that. I know I might have some of the gym mastery, but really, that's just for a better chance of generating your Tiger's Eye brew. And with that, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.